Well, hello everybody. I hope everybody's well. I hope you're all having a nice Friday. It is, of course, the best evening of the weekend because it is the furthest point from work again. So, enjoy. I hope everybody's having a nice day. I hope everybody's very relaxed. I'm sitting here with a couple of beers beside me to celebrate the start of the weekend. So hopefully you've all got your feet up and relaxing as well. Oh, that's a weird bug. Oh, it works now. Weird. Um, what was I going to say? Something. Ah, yes. We are halfway to the vaunted land of Renown Rank 74. And we are starting to build up our war crests again. So I think the next thing that we're actually going to buy is probably going to be the Warlord Belt. And the reason being, at the minute, it'll give me 6% armor penetration, because the belt at the minute for me is just dead weight. It's not contributing to a set bonus. And I probably should go and see if there's like a better belt I can buy in the interim. But it is what it is. So we're going to see what we can do from that side of things. Everybody is seemingly doing everything. Thunder Mountain now no longer has AAO for Destro, which makes me sad because that's the whole reason I came here. And it feels like I've been in Illyrian and Shadowlands every day I've played so far. Let's have a look-see. RVR week. So we've got 2 pips to go in the RVR week. That'll give us 125 war crests, which will go very nicely towards our goal. The Woods of Woe, Calidor Woods, is our weekend scenario of choice. So let's kick that off and see how we get on. I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing. Someone's out there already, so we'll go this way. But yeah. Funsies, funsies, funsies. I love how all of the shaman are just carring. It's like, are they carring from the volcano? I assume it's because of the volcano, and not just because they're cowardly. Well, that's clearly a pre-made. And they're doing really well because we're losing 55-0. Standard for me. Probably a new experience for them. Guard this guy. Guard this guy. Damn. I got murdered. I did that in a very Hot Fuzz kind of way. Who said anything about murder? I love that film. It's just... There's something so hilarious about seeing a generic Hollywood cop action movie set in a rural English town. It's just... It's all kinds of hilarious. Oh, Colaire's running all the way in. Colaire is dead. Ah, I got a res. I'm gonna go for there. And I died again. Everybody was trying to res me, apparently. And I died again. I probably should stop accepting reses. Hey, Pocknock, how's things, bud? And a happy Friday to you too. Hopefully you're having a nice day. Although it's probably only starting for you. I'm lucky, I'm at the end of the day. I've got a beer. I'm loving life. 1,000 renown. Every little helps. Res farming is a real thing. Oh, you have today off? Oh, happy days, dude. Very nice. You're me from a week ago. Hopefully you got something nice planned for your day off. Do not feel compelled to share it if you don't want to. I don't want to make you feel like you have to. Just as long as you've got something nice and relaxing to do, that's the main thing. I needed a break from work. There was nothing too pressing, so took the day. Yeah, just right, dude. You always need a time to unwind and relax. Work to live, don't live to work. That's the great saying. Ah, nice, dude. Always good to get some time to do stuff for yourself. I'm the same. Like, I try and spend my free time, well, as much free time as I get. Either just working on my tabletop Warhammer stuff, or just playing around with things. I've got really into, like, digital art and stuff like that of late. And I think it's partly down to just doing stuff for this channel. Like, none of my stuff that I use art asset-wise is particularly fancy, but I enjoy getting in and tinkering with it every now and again. And it's like, it's a fun wee side thing. Like, I am in no way artistic. I haven't got an artistic bone in my body. I'm fairly sure as a small child I was given an F in finger painting. But I just like doodling around with it. Yeah, 100% dude. And you really need it. Like, I remember there was a time about... When would it have been? probably about 10 years ago, maybe a bit less than that, actually, probably about 8, I was just working myself to death because I kind of just thought this is what you're supposed to do. And, like, I was working obscene hours constantly. And it was really starting to affect my health. Like, I could feel it. You know, you were just always tired. You were always sort of frazzled. Like, you never really wanted to do anything because there was always work to do. And yeah, it's just no way to live. You just need to take time for yourself. Yes, well, when you're the kid who eats the finger paint, they frown at that. Very true. Don't be Ralph Wiggum. Oh no, it was glue he was eating, wasn't it? I failed at my own doodah. You're slow. Ah, no, you're knocked down. He's gonna be cursing me. Haha! I personally was disappointed that blue finger paint didn't taste like artificial raspberry. Oh god, I have a story about that. So, when I was a kid, there were these sweets in the UK called chewits, and probably the closest thing to it in America would be taffy. And strawberry chewits were like catnip to me as a child. They were amazing. But it created a scenario in my head that basically said strawberries taste like chewits. So we had like a little tiny plot of sort of dirt in our back garden, and we used it as like a place where you could plant and grow things. Because my mum was all about teaching us about, you know, how to grow plants and nature and that kind of thing. So I decided to plant strawberries. And I waited for months for them to grow and to produce actual strawberries. And I was so disappointed that strawberries didn't taste like strawberry flavored chewits. Like, it's still in my head even now. I can't eat strawberries because I expect them to taste like strawberry flavored chewits. And it's such a weird thing, but it's like, it's one of those, I don't know, formative memories or expectations just because I had them at such a young age that I expect that's what strawberry should taste like. And it doesn't. Like, it doesn't taste anything similar to it. Um, and like, I remember telling that I worked with a guy who used to be a chef, and he was a real foodie. And I remember telling him that story, and like, it looked like it physically pained him. Not quite as bad as when we just hired a really young guy, and me and the guy who used to be the chef were chatting about red wine and how red wine goes well with like some beef. And the young guy was like, "So does that mean I should drink it with beef flavored crisps?" He just got up and he left the office at that point. He didn't come back for like 10 minutes. The fun that you can have. That's how zany life can get. See, trolling just isn't for the internet. It's so true. But that's the thing, like, it all comes down to, like, mindset and sort of expectation. It's like, if you're expecting one thing and you get something completely different, it always ruins it for you. Who have we got here, I wonder? I can hear a dwarven helicopter. But I can't get anybody I'm targeting. We've got somebody coming over here. Rune Priest, Bright Wizard. What's this? It's a Witch Hunter. Now you're in trouble. Ah. I kind of thought that was off the side. I didn't realize you could just walk back up around. I have never seen that guy bite. Don't believe him. Oh, I forgot to re-sign up for Calidor Woods. I was about to say, like, I'm wondering why the scenarios aren't popping. And then I looked at the thing and I was like, oh crap, did I miss one and I've now got a lockout? No. I just forgot to actually click the thing. You know, I don't think I've ever done any of the stuff in Thunder Mountain. It's one of those things, like, I never leveled a green skin on live. I think I had a squig herder who made it to like level 8. So I never did any of the PvE because I would always just oh, which one do I pick? I'll go for this one. Because I never came to the Dwarf and Greenskin zones on any of my Chaos or Dark Elf characters. So it was like, I never really got to experience any of it. If I was going to play Squig Herder, I'd have to play the Meatball. You see, I'm the opposite side. If I play Squig Herder, I have to play it as bow and arrow. I couldn't bring myself to play it any other way because I just love the plinking sound that it makes. Well, we're going to lose horribly, but sure, it'll be fun. Oh, I need to heal. There you go. And they all died, because they didn't bother to kill the healer. Here's a lesson. If you're all melee DPS, and the other team has one healer, and you don't have any healers, kill their healer, and it evens the playing field. If you stand and fight a tank, or a slayer, BGY something. I don't know what the something is. Why CYDD? What? Why the fuck you go away? Ugh. A 2.5. I didn't even kill anybody. The shame. In fact, if you're all melee DPS, then rush the healers is a pretty good strat, just generally. Yeah. I don't get why they decided to stand and fight Swordmaster on a Night of the Blazing Sun, but they did. Oh, Destra's taking Valerian and Shadowlands, apparently. I am going to stop right here so I don't have to make this journey all the way back again. Uh, we have another pre-made. A pre-made +3. He seems very jovial. Oh, we got another Rhino Giddy. Congrats to them. Again, I have to question why on earth they want to stand here and fight tanks in our healer line and let their healers stand here completely unattacked. Oops. I really want to be whacking away at that Archmage, but the likelihood of me getting anywhere close to him is slim to none. Like, this is the problem. They're sitting whacking away at tanks, and these guys are out here just free healing. Okay, you knock him away. Alright, I'll mostly be lurking, but still here. Happy hunting and all that. No worries, thanks for sticking around, bud. Always good to have a chat. Nope, they're surrendering. They're all sneaking out the back. Oh, one of them's even crashed his client. Like, the scores are still pretty close. They give up. 6K that time. Doo-doo. Oh, we have 140% AO. Just as I uncover some tasty nom-noms. That's not 140% AO. It's not even 80% AO. Lions. Best advice ever. It's so true, it is. Lions. That could be your go-to answer to any question. What's the weather going to be like today? Lions. Need I say more? No, not at all. My go-to used to be 6. 6 was the answer for everything because it was twice the magic number. And then I came to the realization that if I said 9, that's the magic number times itself. Anytime I see a random gap like that, I always just think to myself, is there someone sitting solo? Although I think if you're not in a group now in a scenario, you don't actually get any renown. I vaguely remember reading that somewhere. I might be wrong. What on earth are they doing? And this is the point when you stand and fight tanks and you just leave these guys just running along going heal, heal, heal. Like, what does it get you? I don't understand the mentality. I don't even know why they do it. Like, it's not as if you're making any progress if you're sitting wheeling away in a tank. Drink may be the explanation. I don't know. I'm drinking and I'm still hitting healers. Afraid to die in a PvP game is the problem. I don't know, dude. It has to be something. And hey, Chi. Good to see you, bud. Some fellas, after they've had a few, just can't see anything that isn't right in front of their face. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It baffles me just the extent that some people will literally just sit and whack away at like an Ironbreaker or a Knight of the Blazing Sun, and there's 3 healers standing completely unattacked, just casting heal after heal at them. Like, I don't get it at all. Still going for the objective score. Yeah, I don't know. It's long gone, this scenario. How am I doing on the ORVR week now? Ooh, we're nearly at pip 2. More stuff for the Sork. Sork's magical salvaging is getting close to 200 finally. After all the stuff that she gave me the other night, I think she's up now like 194, 5, something like that. Salvage is certainly the hardest of the skills to level. It's certainly the most expensive. Like, the amount of stuff that she salvaged, you could have probably made a few hundred gold off it. But it's worth it to get, like, toughness fragments and essences and things like that. The great thing about it is I can basically take my disciple Cain and I can run him around a PQ a couple of times, and then he'll send off all the scavenge stuff, and then he'll send all the gear over to the Sork, and she'll do all the salvaging. So you get like double the amount of talisman making stuff out of the one activity. Yeah, the magical essences only come from salvaging, unfortunately. The only annoying thing about it is, like, PQ farming is so boring. Like, there's a couple of different ones that I'll just generally rotate through, just for... Just to try and keep things different, at least. And... it's soul destroying. After you... See, once you've done 2 times... It's like, I really don't want to keep doing it. Again, they're all just stopping back here. And this is the thing, look how scared they get when you go after their healer. They all basically flood back to protect them. And that should be the point our guys push forward into their healer line to keep them disrupted. But they don't, they just stand there and they fight tanks. Like, I just don't understand it. And now they're all running off to hide and quit. This is the thing that just bugs me. Like, I just don't understand the rationale that goes through their heads. I really don't. Well, we're getting hunted. Ah, hey Tosh. Thank you for the raid, kind sir. Hopefully you had a nice stream. Welcome along, everybody. You're all very welcome. Ah, Korgoth, thank you very much for the follow, kind sir. It is very much appreciated. Was okay. First 3 hours was Destro avoiding Formosa. Second 3 hours was Destro Warband Zerging in order avoiding Destro. And you want to know the interesting thing about that was when Formosa logged off, the population in order dropped and the population on Destro increased. Just putting that out there. And it didn't change by a factor of 24 people. Just saying. So it's either a whole bunch of people don't want to have a difficult time, or a whole bunch of people are playing both sides to get the most advantage. How many more times do we have to play this? Good to Calidor do that. 5 more. Hooray. Has Techno gone and like fixed the onslaught appearance for the Blackguard? Is it now in every set until Sovereign? It should be. It's that good looking. As soon as Formosa logged, Freebooters had a warband all set up and on battlefield objectives and Black Rag. Yeah. I don't know. I once stood 1 versus 24 against Formosa. It was a glorious victory for me. I managed to dismount most of them before I died. Crowning achievement, some would say. Can you tell I don't take the game too seriously? See? What is this? Come on. I'll dismount you all. Look at how many people say I managed to slow down. I stopped a cavalry charge single-handed. I did! I did stop a cavalry charge single-handed. I mean, I give that orc who was AFK'd on that BO every opportunity to get away. The Avoid Hammer players have in this game is outstanding. It was quite funny actually, because I was like, my streams get uploaded to YouTube, but they're like, I think they're about 2 or 3 weeks behind, and I always try and give them a quick scrub through to make sure that they've transferred okay. And I think it was the one that was up today or yesterday. I was scrubbing through it, and it was in the Badlands. And it was my Blackguard versus 2 Witch Hunters and a White Lion. And they turned tail and ran away because a Squig Herder appeared. And then they came charging back as quickly as they could when 2 Order Warbands arrived. It's just, I find it so funny. Like, honestly, it's the funniest thing in the world to watch. Like, I mean, if I was in their position, I'd probably end up doing the same thing. I wouldn't be running in the first instance, but I would be there for the renown. Had a Mara Doc jump me on stream while I was alt-tabbed. 6-man turned up and they ran away. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Likewise, Destro fighting everybody here, bar an actual healer. Look at, they're all sitting playing with tanks. Like, they really must be loving that one, because there's one of each type of tank that they're sitting fighting. Every single... Look at them! Let's crowd around and fight a Slayer who's guarded by about 4 different tanks. Meanwhile, healer, 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 healer. One chosen hitting a warrior priest. Ah, seriously, dude. We had it in, like, I think it was the first scenario. I had a chopper having to go because I ran off to attack the healer line. He's like, why did you run away? It's like, we don't have a healer. You're standing here fighting bloody tanks. I don't understand the logic. Because all that happens is the tanks fall into our healer line with a Slayer, and we sit and fight them in our healer line while their healers stand there, free as they like, doing whatever they want. Oh, well for him. Hey, I did it better. I did a mid-tier scenario today. 3-4 tanks, 1 Magus on a dock. Guess what order chose to attack? I'm gonna say they chose to fight Chosen, who had a shield and a healing aura, who was getting direct healed by the dock and cross-guarded by the Black Orc and the Blackguard. If I had to guess. You'd be created a guessing game. It's hilarious, dude. It really is. Please don't cap if we're not winning. The score is 300 to 260. Please don't cap if we're not winning. Jesus Christ. I just broke away and tried to cap the BOs as ordered, just sat near the spawn attacking tanks, and they asked for surrender. Luckily it was denied and they were forced to do a full duration of suck-ass playing. Yeah. It's the same in Destro. I think I actually said it on your stream. Both sides are exactly the same. If you queue up solo, you just get thrown against pre-mades. And it seems to happen all the time. It's like the game doesn't want pre-mades to fight pre-mades because that would be too much of a challenge. That's a weird thing to say. Yeah, to be honest, like, it's interesting that he would even say it out loud, because all he wants to happen is he wants it to end quicker, but he doesn't want to call a surrender vote because he doesn't want to be that guy. Hey, I got a kill. They just want to roll over dice so the scenario ends faster. Yeah, pretty much, that's it. They want to come in, lose as quickly as possible, claim their probably 500 renown, get out, go in, lose their next one, claim 500 renown. In the hope that they'll get a pre-made for Destro, and they'll get like 6k renown, and then they'll just jump back into going round and round and round again. I'm gonna have to remember to clip that. What time was that at? It was about the 50-minute mark, we'll say. What's this? An iron breaker, and a rim priest. Oh, they're trying to get up on the top thing. I think I ruined their ganking plans somewhat. Huh. How on earth did he get into stealth after getting hit with my AoE? Run cards. I suppose that's easier than getting good. Just cycle as fast as you can looking for people to carry your dumbass. Yeah. And like it'll work too. Like it's just a non-think way of leveling. That's why you see so many people sitting seemingly AFK in the war camp. Because they're probably not actually at the computer. They'll have a thing set up that basically says queue up. When you get a plop, accept it, stand in the starting point, move just enough to not get booted out, and that'll do you, effectively. No! And like, if they do that all day, and they let it run, even if they let it run, say, just enough to last their workday, right? Say it's like, I don't know, 8 hours or something like that. They'll probably get several levels out of it. And like I see it all the time where there's like people just AFK in scenarios. And it's the only thing that they can be doing. Based on the service funny, the only game I played were playing PvP and trying is frowned upon because it makes the game last longer and they prefer to be carried. Yeah. But in fairness, like, it was the same in any MMO I've ever played. All you ever get is people wanting carried, people wanting the easiest path. Like, I remember in World of Warcraft, I used to play a warlock, so I would constantly get messaged going, can you summon me to, say, Stranglethorn Vale? And I was maybe the other side of the world, and they were in the capital city. And I'm like, I need a party to summon you. And they're like, yeah, just go and find one. I need to go to Stranglethorn Vale. I was like, what I used to do, I used to just go, fine, I will. So I get a bunch of guildies or a bunch of friends. I would swim out to the depths, as deep as I could go in Stranglethorn Vale. I'd give everybody underwater breathing, and then I would summon them. And by the time that they would eventually log in, they'd be drowned, and they'd have to pay a fee to fix their equipment. I admit I've considered setting up for AFK open RVR solo. I work from home and I'll never be able to really grind during the workday, but I could sit in the keep and look pretty. I mean, like, I honestly get the feeling that's what an awful lot of people do. For the amount of people that you'll find throughout the course of the day sitting in a war camp, and then you get into a scenario, and the amount of people who either just sit in the spawn or walk outside of the spawn and hide behind a tree. Every time. Like, it's the easiest thing in the world to script. So, like, I'm convinced that's all people do. And I just sound like a bitter old man saying that. But even just to get it in this game on live, you'd have people asking, oh, I've just created a character, I want you to boost me at a PQ. And then they get to 40, and then they'd be just wanting to join a warband so that they could follow a warband around and get all the renown. Like, it was the laziest way of playing. Yeah, but that's the thing, like, it's the same with, like, any game. People will go out of their way to do it the easiest possible way. It's the reason why mobile games make so much money. Because it appeals to that player type. It's like, you can spend 2 days doing this particular thing, or you can spend £5 and get it right now. So they'll spend £5 and get it right now. And then there'll be the next thing. It'll be like, well, if you spend £10, you'll get this right now. So they spend £10. And before you know it, they're spending thousands of pounds a month. Look at this fancy Zula. Well, fancy Zula headpiece. I hate those feathery shoulders. The one advantage of being a Glaives Blackguard is I can stand here on my mount. And that's about the only thing I can do, because I don't have a shield, so I'm not useful. Look, I can spin on the spot. Old archetype MMOs like this were flawed from the start. It never took into account player behaviour, so two factions never worked and never will. It's just part of the charm of these games. Sometimes you have AO, sometimes you're outnumbered. Yep, pretty much. I remember it was the big thing that got called out about this back at the start, because before anybody knew what the factions were going to be, everybody was convinced it was going to be 3 factions like Dark Age of Camelot. And then they said it was going to be Order versus Destruction, and everybody was like, they're holding one back, there's going to be a third. And all the early beta testers were like, you kind of need a third faction. You also need to have something in open RVR other than just kill each other. And that's when you got keeps and BOs, but you never got a third faction, unfortunately. And it would have been so easy to do. You just have Chaos as a faction, as it is in the tabletop game. Chaos versus Destruction versus Order. But they didn't do it. And you can't easily retrofit it after the fact, so yeah, it's kind of stuck as is. Like, it's the Warhammer setting that brings me back to this game. Like, I enjoy PvP MMOs, but the thing that brings me to this is the fact that it's Warhammer. If this was generic fantasy MMO, I probably wouldn't, to be fair. It's the same with Star Wars The Old Republic. The only reason I play it time and again is because it's Star Wars, and I like the story. I'm surprised there's no oil. Still the best PvP game out there after all these years. Yeah, well, you see, the problem with it is, back in the day, you had this, and you had, I think Age of Conan was the other one, and they were both PvP focused, and they were both PvP focused at the same time. And both of them bombed in their own special way. And that in and of itself sent a signal that players didn't want PvP specific MMOs. But the other side of it is, a PvP game is difficult. Fighting against other players is difficult. Fighting against PvE is easy, because it's predictable. The AI is only ever going to be as good as it's scripted. And people prefer easier games. Easier games make more money. The only time I've seen something different than that recently is Elden Ring. Which is hilarious, because one of the most things that I see said about Elden Ring is it's too difficult. No one wants to make a PvP focused game. It doesn't make money. See, that's the thing. It's like, the hilarious part of it is, if you make a game that's got a decent PvP, you don't have to support it as much. Because the players will support it themselves if the PvP is balanced or fun. Like, Chewie plays a game called Space Marine. Now, Space Marine came out probably 2010? Something like that. It's still played to this day. Simply because it was a simple PvP game that was fun. Now, it's not played in any huge amount, but if it was just a PvE game, just story mode or equivalent, it probably wouldn't be. Same when you go to a lot of those sort of old school strategy games, like Command and Conquer still played in decent amounts these days. It's played simply for the fact that people can play against each other. Dark Age of Camelot on a private server and live server release 2001 still has more players than Roar does on each server it has. Yeah. And that's the thing, like a good balanced PvP game will outlast most of its contemporaries. The only problem is MMOs, especially pre-World of Warcraft, I would probably say, even probably pre this game, really show their age. Like, I never got a chance to play Star Wars Galaxies the first time round, and I picked it up just before it closed, and then I picked it up on a private server a number of years ago, briefly, and it is a game that feels of its time, and not in a good way. Like, the character animation, the movement, the textures, it's just horrendous. Now, the game itself is fun, but it's just one of those things where it's like, nostalgia will only go so far. I have the same issue with Dark Age of Camelot now. Movement is just crap after 20 years. Yeah. And that's the thing. It's the things like that you really notice, because it's kind of like whenever I say to people you should just pick a character based on what you like the look of. You see the character move more than you do anything else. Like, if you don't like a specific ability, or you don't like a specific armor set, or game type or something like that, you're only ever going to encounter it once, but your character, the way it moves, the way it behaves, that is everything. Like, that is literally the extension of you in the game. So if that's not great, it's not a great experience. Oh, this one's burning. Who's this? Witch Elf. Another Witch Elf. All of the Witch Elves. I actually logged in on my Witch Elf last night. It was the first time I've logged in on her in a while. And I was going to sneak up and Chewie because I was watching his stream. And my plan was I was going to stealth into the order starting point in Black Crag, and I was going to start waving at him from stealth to freak him out, but my character bugged, so I get stuck. I couldn't even, like, anytime I tried to log in, I was just getting like a blank start screen with connecting, trying to find server. And I had to get in touch with the GMs. And they eventually got it unstuck for me today. So I went and played a baby witch elf in tier 1 instead. And my goodness, do witch hunters have it easy in comparison to witch elves. Oh, how unlucky am I with these knockdowns? Or knockbacks, I should say. Oops. I didn't mean to fall off. But yeah, I was playing it in tier 1. And like, to give you an idea, my witch hunter at the minute has done tier 1 up to, I think it's like level 13. And he's got, is it 80 kills and about 20 deaths. She's now level 9, I think. And she still hasn't broke 20 kills. And it's just so one-sided, simply for the fact, from what I can see anyway at this point in time, the witch hunter's opening from stealth is an armor burn. And it has a damage component to it. And for the witch elf, it's a, anytime you use a melee ability against me, you get a tiny bit of damage. Now, someone will probably argue that damage from a melee attack, if you're doing a lot of melee attacks, is probably going to mount up. And it probably will. But since the witch hunter's debuffing your limited amount of armor at that stage and then striking straight through, he can take those hits because you're going to be dead in about 3 seconds. Let's go to Avalorn Safari. So it's like, I don't know, it just feels like I feel like a Terminator when I play the Witch Hunter. Like, anything that comes my way, it's like, yeah, I'm going to kill that. And with the Witch Elf, I'm like, I'm going to have to play this right. Now, that might change as the Witch Hunter starts to level up. I have no experience of order classes beyond tier 1. And he's still in tier 1. So, all of it is subject to change. Everything I say is a lie. But, yeah, it just feels so one-sided in the Witch Hunter's favor. Like, I've always heard people say Witch Hunter is the better of the two classes. I didn't realize how much better it is at this stage. I struggle badly on a Witch Hunter. To be honest, I don't find it a problem. Stealth in, debuff their armor, detaunt if there's anybody else there, stab them to death, turn with nearly full health to the next person, and do the same to them. Like, it's just so crazy. If someone wanted to remake Dark Age of Camelot with Roar level graphics, I'd lose a lot of time to that. See, the problem with that is, for a studio to do that, there'd be no money in it. And for fans to do that, it would be too much work. See, that's the thing. I haven't even got to that stage yet. It's like he has, what is it, 2 finishers. One is a dot, and the other's Like, he just shoots them point blank and it deals upfront damage. He has Razor Strike, which I think is the equivalent to Agonizing Wound. It's basically, if you hit them from behind, it goes straight through their armor. And I think all of the other skills are the same. He's got his dot that can stack 3 times. I don't know what it's called. But, like, it's the fact that the very first thing he does when he comes out of stealth is he debuffs your armor. Like, that's huge. Like, it's the fact that he has that, and then at a higher level he's got all of the defensive skills that go with it. I think that's half the problem with them. Because then, if you're automatically debuffing someone's armor at the very start of a fight, you don't even need to spec into strength at that stage. It's, you know, it's like a tank specking for weapon skill. Me with the clinching knockdown there. Yes, remaking Dark Age of Camelot would be enormous production. Yeah, that's the thing. Engine moves are huge. It's the one thing I don't understand, because like I've never worked in game development, so I don't know how it works. Like from my experience looking at, did that guy just alt F4? From my experience working in other aspects of IT, I'm shocked that for the likes of a game engine, you don't build it in a framework in such a way that you can just pull it out and replace it with something. So the fact that they don't do that suggests to me that it's not modular enough. Like there's something to it that, I don't know, maybe different engines don't have the same hooks, or there's no standardized process for how like shaders or lighting or that kind of thing works. But I've never understood why they're not built in a modular fashion. Because, like, realistically speaking, it would be the greatest productivity thing for them going forward, because it means if you're going to launch a new game, pull out the old engine, stick a new one in, and you basically get to re-release the same game and get paid twice. I assume that's how they do it with sports games, considering the rate that they crank them out as, and the fact that they never really seem to change other than rosters and graphics. Do you know what actually I'm going to do? I'm going to go to Inevitable City. Because I want to see if I can get a belt. And I also want to see how much the Warlord belt costs. Because then that'll give me something to aim for. But I have been tempted to try my hand at learning Unreal Engine 5. I think it was one of Toth Monner's streams I was in one day. He was advertising something about Unreal Engine 5. And I was off having a wee looky-loo at, I think it was like YouTube tutorials and stuff. No, I wouldn't be doing it from any point of game development or stuff like that. I just like to learn how things work. And I have a rough interest in coding outside of coding for what I do for a living. Which I will just caveat as an umbrella term of I work in IT. I want to go out in the limit. I want to say the belt's like 500 and something. 498. Wasn't too far off. So we need 164 war crests. That should be doable enough. So how does it rank in comparison to the current one? Dodge and disrupt, strength, wounds, and initiative. I'm going to drop a little bit of toughness, but I don't really mind in the grand scheme of things. Okay. I can live with that. Oh, you can live with that. Actually. There's a thought.
What can I do for you?
That would technically be better. But I don't want to spend 1100 on it. Because I'm not using the shield at the minute, so the block's kind of wasted on my shoulder pads. Oh yeah, I can't mind. Because I don't want to invest 1100 into a piece this close to getting towards Sovereign. Don't mind investing 500, because it's going to set me up better in terms of my set bonuses. I'm going to have to go back and do Balrog Burrow at some point so I can get my glaive. Let's see. If I like armor... Oh no, it's accessories. Belt. Let's say 38. And we'll say... Search. Blackguard. It's all about crap, isn't it? The bindless bindings. Nope, all a bit crap. I was gonna say that's dropped off a cliff. I feel like I've been signed up to that for ages. Oh, we're nearly at 60%. So we've done 10% so far. What's that? 10% an hour and a half. Starting to slow down. I need to buy some more healing potions.
Fire sale. Goods going cheap.
Goods going cheap. I'll buy 10 just. I wonder if this guy sell any belts.
Carry more wealth. Change your goods for gold.
Sanctuary of the Brawler. Oh, I think I had one of those, didn't I? Oh no, I had the Assailant one. Signature of the Brawler. 18 melee power, 15 strength, 15. See, that's going to be a drop to my wounds. I don't want to drop wounds. Poo. Annoying. Right. Sorry about that. I think we're going back to Avalon Safari. Oi tink, oi tink, oi tink. Hope everybody's been getting their Twitch drops. Kind of bummed that the fourth one this time round is the Aegis. I never really see the point in them. If I'm going to have a time-limited item, I'd like it to be something, how do you say, more tangible? Like a event item, or even like a talisman for like a jewelry piece, something like that. Like, I'll not complain too much because it's free. I needed those 26 renown. They were the important 26 renown. Oh, there's the white stag. Someone just leveled up. Malvec yells Y, it's L. Y indeed. A legion of Magus. And friends. Trying to steal my box. Bloody dwarves, can't take them anywhere. All of the dark elves ganging up there and someone. Witch hunter by the sound of things. Or an engineer. Engineer. Oop. My enemy, the rock. Well, they run away from trees by the looks of things. Oh, there's the Order Zerg. White lion rampantly attacking, nowhere near its owner. Need to remember I'm not part of the group. Oh, that was a waste. Pitiless strike for Chewie. Goldfinger. I love it. To-do. The Marauder helmet looks amazing, but it looks so weird whenever you don't have the back piece with it. It's all the tanks. All the tanks versus all of the DPS. Who will win? They have the tools to get through the armor. We have the tools to stand around and take it. Putting a strike for Chewie. I'll give this guy a guard. I'll whack Dark Protector on him. Oh, we've been left to our own devices. That was fun. Hey, I got a kill. Like, it felt a higher kill scenario than what it actually turned out to be. I wonder, is this them back to popping quicker than they were? We can but hope. That's us past the 60% mark. Chugging along rightly. Oh, there it goes again. Doo-doo. I think this is like the squig armor that's like the knight's helmet or something. Does he allow inspections? It is! I always thought that looked cool. Warlord. Is Destro coming? Or are they all just... No, they decided to wait. Why not? Why not? Let's all stand back and pretend like we're playing the game. They haven't even got off their horses. This is what infuriates me. Like, look, they've literally made the effort to ride down here, but they don't want to actually get their armor dirty and go and fight. Literally, me and that chosen were the only ones who ran in. Because we're idiots for believing that they're going to do something. Bloody cards, all of them. I mean, like, I don't understand it. Oh dear. They retreat faster than any armory in history. Oh look, they fell back so far they could all group together and kill a witch hunter. Well done guys, you can do it. $500. So no. $339. I think it's $498. I said, wasn't it, for Warlord belt? So 160. Actually, 159. Oh crap! I signed up to Discord. Oops. Lost Temple of Isha is going to do me no favors. Also, this looks like a face. This looks like a cat. Just saying. We just don't have the damage to take out any of these healers. Finally. Ooh, I outdamaged the Sork. Alright. Oh, we're taking the Well of Quash. Quash? Whatever it's pronounced. I'm being chased. No warbands. I like my Dark Protector and him. There's a warband in the Blighted Isle doing stuff. And a random warband somewhere else doing stuff. I get the feeling this is another empty keep. I'll set that back to that. I'll leave it at mouse 5 for nearest. The problem with target nearest is it doesn't actually cycle. It'll only ever give you the nearest. And more often than not for me, all it's doing is it's giving me a tank. Ugh. I wonder how long is left on my mount. 18 days. Ah, cold fingers here. I did it. I killed someone. Everybody said I couldn't do it. Elven skill will be your demise. No, Mr. Urlethel, it'll be yours. For I have the Shadow Helm. This has to be the most boring part of taking a zone, is taking down the Keep Lord. That was quick. Go and hand in our quest and get our gold. I've had absolutely no drops tonight at all. This Sork will be most displeased. %63% that's pushed us to. I think KV's probably going to be our next destination. Oh, someone's fallen into the trap of thinking that they can hand in resources after the fact.
I have opportunities for you. This is how you can serve me.
I don't want to serve you. Alright. Let's see what we can do here with 240% AO. See if I can remember to sign up to Calidor Woods this time rather than everything. That went quite quickly. Someone's burning hard water. Hey, it was dropped to 40%. Now, did he rabbit out of there because it's full of order? Or is he literally just hoovering up crates? I think he's seen the white line coming and legged it. Hello. Let's make you run that distance again. Get his box before it disappears. Ah. Like, why? Like, legitimately, why? Must steal boxes. Mission accomplished. Pre-mades. I love how you can see the line where they've been drawing the textures. I'll save you, Shambles. Todd Subricki, thank you very much for subscribing on YouTube. You're not going to see this, or hear this, for a couple of weeks, but it's very much appreciated. Thank you. My YouTube videos run about 2 or 3 weeks behind my actual Twitch streams, so I think I'm probably still running rank 69 on YouTube at the minute. They have just too much healing, we can't get through it. The fun. But yeah, if anybody didn't know, all my streams and clips and stuff go up onto YouTube. So if you just search Zell on YouTube, you'll find the YouTube channel. You can always feel free to... Oh god, I'm trying to think what the line is for YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. I could never make it through that with a straight face. It's become like a meme at this stage. What is it they always say? It's like smash something. Smash the... Is it smash the notification bell? Smash subscribe. Smash something. I was like, no. Don't want to break my mouse. I would gently tap it. This is bound to be witch hunters over here. Or archmages. Oh, actually, it's a whole group of buggers. Archmage, Witch Hunter, Armbreaker, White Lion. Yeah, I'll let them have it. How are we doing on our stuff? ORVR week. Oh, we're nearly to pip 3. Woods of Woe. Nearly to pip 2. We can get one more, we'll knock that one out. And it's kind of sad state of affairs that we've won 2 out of 9. Who's that? Hardstein the engineer. Do you know what? Let's go to Dragon Week. I've got AAO. Oh, what's this? Offering me to Kurnos. Okay. What offering needs made to Kurnos? Animal pelts. Trying to learn to say secret bears, but I'll write that. Let's see what we can get out of this soon. Can't get anything. Go and try my hand at that. Ah, Baloriana. I recognize that name. I'll guard Shambles again. Why not? I love his look. Very Night Goblin-y. I always loved the Night Goblin fanatics in Blood Bowl. Something hilarious about them. I kind of actually want to get the new models that they've done for them from Forge World. Because they've still got the charm of the old ones. You've got the one with the big wrecking ball, one on the pogo stick, and then the one with the chainsaw. I always loved the rules for the chainsaw one. If the referee catches you using the chainsaw, you can get sent off. It's like, it's a chainsaw. Like, they can hear it. Come on, Shambles. You let me die. Oh god. I don't want to be in the middle of AoE. Get you out of there. He flew. We did it. Victory is ours. Like, it was pretty even on the kill to death front of things, but if you hold the point, you win. I have completed something. Hey, we got step 2. Wonders will never cease. To-do. What's the play out here? Good at malice memory. Path of least resistance and all that. Feel like I'm about to get witch hunted. Or archmaged. Still have no idea why this is put here. Maybe explain to me how they made that Zogan offer to Kurnos. I assume it's a quest item. Or something like that. I'm actually going to go to Illyrian and get those pelts. Search for veal vines. That's right. So I'm assuming over here is veal vines. Hopefully you're all getting your drops. Remember, you have to claim them in Twitch. They don't just automatically come to you. So remember to go and claim each one. Y'all probably know how they work by now, but just in case someone doesn't. Tis Life. Thank you very much for subscribing. Ah! Mighty Kai, thank you very much for the 5 tier 1 subs. That is very kind, sir. And more than makes up for the fact that you haven't streamed in forever. You monster. Everybody should tell Kai that he needs to remember to actually stream. Everybody who's getting a gifted sub, thank Kai very much. And go and give him a follow as well, because he streams. Well, I say he streams. He pretends to stream. He keeps telling me things like, I'm going to stream, and then doesn't stream. Because he's a monster. I'll stream again someday. Maybe one day. How about this day? I need one more animal pelt. I feel like I'm in South Park. I'm just killing boars. Hopefully your evening's going well, bud. It's good to know you haven't spent all of it at the gym. I've been at a kind of gym. I have a bottle of beer beside me, which I'm lifting and putting down again. That counts as weightlifting in my mind. And technically, I'm taking on fluids. Fluids are important, or so I'm told.
Want something, do ya?
I do want something. I want to go to Dragon Week. I got a Chinese to balance it all out. I mean, you've sold me on the Chinese part of it. What did you get from the Chinese? What tasty treats? What is going to make me the most jealous? Sweet and sour chicken Hong Kong style and fried rice. Dear God. You went for the worst thing. I'm fairly sure sweet and sour chicken has tomatoes in it somewhere. It's at least red in color. Oh, it's probably all food dye. But hopefully it was nice. Hopefully the doggo is getting lots of scritches. Give her some from me. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go this way. This way? I feel I've been sold a lie. I see nothing here that looks like something that I should interact with. Maybe that guy's still in chat. Get the pelts and just click the Find Quest Coast. Oh, you have to go to... Okay. Maybe there's a scroll that takes me to Huntersville. I'm trying to remember where Huntersville is. Is it in Illyrian? Yeah. I was literally right there. Oops. While I'm here, I'll buy more scrolls. I'll be a responsible scroller.
What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? I'll get 10. I'll buy 100 of those.
Will you buy something else?
And do you know what else I'm going to do while I'm here? I'm going to go back to sword and board.
Always more to learn.
Everybody's going to cry out, no, don't do it. Don't go back to sword and board. But I will.
Come back victorious.
I shall certainly endeavour to do so. What way around did I have this? Like that, I think? There we go. Now, the one difference I'm going to have this time round, a sword and board, is I've got an awful lot of strength and weapon skill. So I might actually be able to do something. Just saying. Send this to the sort. And then we'll go back to Illyrian. And we'll complete this quest. I say we'll complete this quest. I don't know if this is the only stage of this quest or not. Huntersville is over this way. There's a mini supply box. There's me on a Monday morning. Beastmaster Ruvik.
Do you seek advancement?
I do.
This is your assignment.
Kill enemy players, kill the spirit of Kurnos. Weapon skill, toughness, strength, parry. See, the 7-piece bonus is really the only one there that you'd be interested in.
Here is a generous offer.
Like, I get it's a lower level set than what I'm interested in, but
Away.
yeah. Now we go back to the inevitable city. It's a weird armor set. It doesn't. So the Veil Walker set for the Blackguard, I have it in my head. It's one of the generic tier 4 sets. I'm actually going to double check that. Where are we? Where's my... I actually have a bookmark set for all of the armor set designs. That's how much of a fancy hat fan I am. Armor sets.
Hello there.
Blackguard. Ah! Hello there to you too, sir. Veil Walker, Veil Walker, Veil Walker. Wherefore art thou, Veil Walker? Oh, there's a beautiful onslaught. Yeah, so Veil Walker is basically the exact same as all the generic greens and blues that you get in Tier 4. It's exactly the same as Annihilator, exactly the same as Red Eye. I don't get the point of it. Why can you have something as stunning looking as Onslaught hidden behind a Chapter 22 hard PQ, and you've got 4 different armor sets that are all the exact same as generic greens and blues?
Oh, I'm tired of you.
I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to do those.
You still live.
Oh, I've already picked that one up.
Blessings.
It's this one. I need a potion of acclaim.
ORVR has promised his
And I don't think I need Genesis Crests for anything. So I'm going to get that. So I can make myself some fancy talismans. I don't think I've actually got any fancy talisman making stuff left. No, I've already made it all. I'll lock this down here. So yeah. I am going to call it a night there, guys. We have managed to get the 64%, so we've gained 14% of our renown rank, right? We got to do a little bit of open RVR, we got to do a little bit of scenarios. Hopefully, tomorrow we'll be able to finish off our Calidor Wood stuff. Realistically, the only thing we need here is 2 more wins and then a bunch of kills. So we'll hopefully be able to do that and get that squared away. And hopefully also get the last bit to our RVR week. Thank you very much to Tosh earlier on.